Disregard the wind tonight because it is quite awful. But this is probably one of the best halloweenuses, or Halloweeny, or whatever you would call this, we've had in a while. As of right now, the house has been in kind of shambles recently. But we'll go over and document the Halloweenus decor that is on the display of this year. Now, this year I've definitely started to up my game with the Halloweenus stuff, as I'm not really too much of a person who really enjoys this holiday. But I will say this year, everything in relation to this year's decorations have looked spectacular, so I definitely enjoy it. So I'll go around and show off the decorations. And maybe I did this the past year, maybe I haven't, but totally unsure. But the weather's kind of cold. We've had the imminent threat of rain. It's been extremely windy. Actually, it wasn't that cold, but we had a lot of wind, so. And all I could say is this year's Halloween was just absolutely amazing, at least the weather. As much as I don't like bad weather, it always seems like a windy and dark night is kind of the best for Halloween. So, best Halloween weather I've seen in a while for the holiday. So, we'll get started with the decoration tour with this vintage blow mold pumpkin, spooky pumpkin that I have here in this room, which I don't even know what this is, but got this vintage 1960s or so Intermatic lamp timer. This one has a Telecron motor in it, so I don't have to worry about the issues of stripped gears or split gears or broken pinions or whatever. I normally use this standard table lamp, that one there. I've used that one over here, but swapped it out for this for the season. And then for the Christmas, I have a blow mold snowman, but I also have various Christmas trees that I might try here. So I haven't quite figured out what my plan is for that quite yet. I really like how this room looks with the orange glow at night when all the lights are off. It looks quite nice. With the glow all over the place anyway. Back here to kind of brighten this up, I have the strand of orange lights. I believe I used these lights here the past year, and then for Christmas I normally have a set of multi-mode lights that goes across here. So this set works amazing and really nice. I also have flicker flames in this lamp. These flicker flames normally stay here year-round, but they just are an added touch to this. Now, I need to get more flicker flame bulbs so I can do a bit more with this, because the rest of them are being used in the kitchen on this light strand. Now, I had this strand up originally in Christmas, and this is the only Christmas-related light I had in this room last year. And I had the idea sometime in February to keep this set up year-round, kind of used on occasion. And I decided for the Halloween, I wanted to put just only flicker flames in this. I didn't have enough flicker flames. So I added flicker flames in place of the blue, red, and green bulbs, but I kept the standard white and orange on this, because the white and orange kind of have that fall accent to them. And then we got the flicker flames. Now, these are just flicker flames from all over the place that I've gathered up. I don't even know where most of these came from, but we have some of the C7 ones and then some of the candle-shaped ones. And they're just kind of all around mixed in. This one here isn't too flickery because this was in the night light for several years. Got another one of the C7s. And then we have this more, I would say, thick set or heavily populated set of minuet lights here that are purple. They look pink on camera. And then we have this plumpkin. I picked this up at the thrifts the past year. Need to do some work because I still have the stickers on the back of it from the store, and I can't seem to get those to be removed. So they look quite nice. Now, for timing this, I have a traditional intermatic lamp timer up here. Now, when it's not being used, I have this remote receiver set that I use, and I have the remote over here by the doorway. And I have this vintage chandelier here. It's kind of a green with a, I'll make a video maybe of just this chandelier in the future, but it's a really cool piece. And that is being powered off of this Service Star branded intermatic lamp timer. Didn't show the timer that I'm using for this. That lamp stays on constantly. But I have this, which I think is a Ingram branded lamp timer that I paid $2.50 for at the local thrifts. We also have this witch head, which I don't know where I got this from. It has this nice little convenient plastic hanging hook for easy display. And then this glittery plumpkin, which was in a box of stuff my friend gave me a while back, and somehow the glitter it doesn't like come off and make a mess like what glitter normally does. I have a big hatred for glitter for that reason, but this plumpkin seems to work pretty well with all of that. As I go into the living room, I don't have too much in terms of halloweenus. We'll start off with this tapestry, as I will call it. I don't know what it is or what these are. Pumpkin people that are scared. This was in the box of stuff my friend gave me, and I just find this piece so funky. I just like it. It's from the 2000s. You would think it's older, but it's not. Have this fiber optic scarecrow plumpkin person head. I got this at a thrift store mainly because I needed a module for one of my Christmas fiber optic items, and I've just had this head sitting around for a while. Wooden plumpkin, and then this animatronic witch thing from the 90s, which I can't remember what it does, but I've had it for a couple years now. I picked this up from the Goodwill, I believe. And then there is a Nightmare Before Christmas LED light globe projector made by the Gemi, and we've had this for a couple years. Over here on the video cassette display, I have a set of spooky spirits that are trying to scare you with tapestries. Faces look very joyful. And then one of my favorite, or probably my favorite Halloween decoration on the display are these multicolored skull lights that are being used here in the stairway. I have a illuminated plumpkin on the outside, which is powered by this vintage Ingram lamp timer. I think this one is branded as Kmart. I can't tell. I use this the past year for the Christmas stuff. It tends to get a bit slow on occasion, but it's been working just fine. Out here in this room, this is just for the day of Halloween because I wanted a some sort of spotlight in here. What I decided to do was I have this sodium vapor floodlight that someone put a handle and a cord on. So I plugged this in, and I am using this for just kind of a uplight in here, and it looks really nice. I also have this candy dish with bubble gum in it because it's awesome, and a pumpkin person. Color rendering is kind of bad right now, being that it's lit with a sodium vapor light. And then in this window, so I have this chandelier, or singular electric candle, that is being used here, and it is being powered by that lamp timer, which I think is a Sears branded, or maybe it's an Intermatic. It's a True Guard, so it would be True Value branded. We'll go to the outside now. It's very windy, so it's going to be hard for you to hear me. Here is a look from the great outdoors, and I wish I could show you this in real life, but it looks a lot better. Have this scarecrow. This thing was out in the yard last year, but I didn't like it there because it looked scary. I would think it's a person. So what I did was I used a quarter roll of duct tape and attached it to a base of a stand fan. Then I had issues with it. Just dogs barking. I had issues with this blowing over in the wind. So I put some road pavers on the bottom of it to keep it from blowing over in the wind. Here is a outside look of the pumpkin that's in the living room window, as well as a one of the candles that is in the upstairs window. We just had our final set of candy seekers, but here's a look at this side window where you can see the electric candle and the sodium floodlight. And then I have the web lights on both of the shrubs. The larger orange set, which I've gone through and relamped all the dead bulbs. I ran out of the frosted ones, so I'm just using the clear. And then the DEL set, which has some sort of loose connection somewhere, so only half of it works, but I got it working again for this year. And then this vintage pumpkin set that goes along here, which I need one new bulb for this. The bulb that is inside of here is either a lower voltage or something, because it doesn't work as good as it should. I still have the thrift store tag on it up here. This has been up for past 3 years since I started doing halloweenus over here. Yeah, there's the scare crow. Once again, my apologies for the wind. It is quite bad tonight. I get out over here on Main Street. Well, there was a dog harassing me. You can see both of the electric candles in the upstairs bedroom windows. And then along here, you can see into the kitchen. And I really like this display here, where it looks into the kitchen. It is probably my favorite part, because you get these purplish pink lights, this chandelier, and all of the really cool lights along there on the top. Now, coming out here to the back, we'll head over to the garage, and we have this very generic illuminated or plastoid pumpkin with illuminated eyes. I made a video of this. This thing has quite the story behind it, so if you're interested, check out the video. That's the only thing here. I wanted to do a chandelier in this window, but I didn't have enough flicker flame bulbs, nor did I have power over there. So using a battery operated decoration was kind of what I had to do there. Hopefully by Christmas, I plan on putting something a bit more festive in this window, and I actually think I have just a decoration for that. And as we come up here for the back door, we are greeted with yet another pumpkin. So, we'll show the upstairs lighting quickly, how I got that wired. I won't bother going through and showing what my setup is for the restrooms power, but we do have a wire and an extension cord that goes over there to that. It comes over and plugs into this vintage extension cord where the one chandelier or electric candle in this room is plugged into. And then that just goes over here to this Intermatic lamp timer from my childhood, which somehow still works. So all of that is just kind of hooked in together. And the reason why I'm using this vintage extension cord is because I actually don't know. Probably because it's compact and it was all I had. I don't know, but it works amazing for this. So that just goes over to this power strip, so the timer can be up above the bed sheet so I don't kick it while I'm sleeping. As if it's down there, I tend to throw blankets or kick stuff on it. So if I keep the lamp timer up here, it'll keep me from messing with it. I guess I could also use a weatherproof unit, but this works a bit better. So that's going to be the end for this year's halloweenus display. And for next year, I'm not too sure. I hope that I get more decorations and it won't be less than what it is this year. And from now until pretty much sometime in December, beginning of December, I'm going to start working on obtaining and getting a hold of Christmas items. Next couple days I'm going to take all this halloweenus stuff down, and then I'm going to go through various Christmas items I've yet to test, film videos of servicing and getting these items working. I have a bunch of light strands, a bunch of stuff I got for free, and maybe I get through the static stuff first, but I do have a lot of illuminated or animated items that I will have to go through and evaluate before I put them on a display. And it seems like, at least my goals as of this week, try to get as much Christmas stuff as I can. And it's going to be like that for a while. That's what a majority of my thrift runs have been, is just getting Christmas stuff. So, thank you very much. Have a jolly halloweenus. And, I don't know what someone would say for this holiday, so keep the breeze.